Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare మూడు సెట్ ఒక్కొక్కటి మూడు సెట్సా హరే కృష్ణ ఎందుకే Hare Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Ram Hare Ram,
Rama,
Ram Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Ram Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare
Ram Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna, 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 Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama,
Ram Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Ram Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Hare
Hare,
Rama, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama, Rama, Hare
Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Ram,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. అమ్మ దీని తర్వాత రిఫ్లెక్షన్ చూడాలి. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram. అమ్మ చేయరా?
राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे नमामि विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमती राधा स्वामी नामिने नमामि विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधर्म जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसादि गौरभक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी धन्यवाद प्रणाम.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु सन्मत धन्यवाद प्रभु जी
అయ్యో లేదు లేదు ప్రభు జస్ట్ ఇప్పుడే జపం అయింది. ఓకే మీకే కాల్ చేద్దాం చెప్పండి.
हरे कृष्ण गिरीश प्रभु जी लावणी माता जी Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Grace Prabhuji. Wish you happy Krishna conscious birthday, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mata is the now pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Happy Krishna conscious birthday.
Adya, Anshu, say Grace Prabhuji. Wish you happy Krishna.
Happy Krishna conscious birthday, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Adya. How are you?
Fine, Prabhuji.
Or how is your school going? Sloka?
Good, Prabhuji.
Which grade you are in now?
I am 6th, Prabhuji.
Very nice. So you are gonna sing today, right? Jagannath Ashtakam next 3rd and 4th you are gonna sing?
I can recite, Prabhuji.
Okay. 1 second. Let me share, okay? So you are all giving gift of every day by associating with all of us, okay? That is the greatest gift. Association with the devotees that gives consistency. Okay, so we have to continuously connect wherever we are, in the calls or personal association or serving wherever. So thank you so much for your association here. So we'll talk, huh? So let us recite. Adya, go ahead, Amma.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Krishna conscious Puttanero Subhakanksal Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mata. You are just like my mother. You are nicely reciting slokas with Prabhuji, and thank you so much for the happiness you are deriving from
Thanks,
this.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Happy Krishna conscious birthday.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Muralidhar Prabhu and Mataji, both are very seniors in age, in experience, and they are nicely practicing Bhakti Yoga. So good. Thank you so much. Huh?
Happy Krishna conscious birthday, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, Chayam Adya, Hare Krishna.
Jai Jagannath ki Jai.
Jai.
Mahambode stire kanakar chire nilash kare vasan prasandanta sahaja bala badrena balina subhadra madhyastha sakala sura seva vasarado जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी बाबा तुम्हें जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी बाबा तुम्हें जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी बाबा तुम्हें कृपा परवारा सजल जलना श्रीनिरुचिरो रमावाणी रामा स्फुरदमला पंकेरुहमुखा सुरेंद्र आराध्य श्रुति गणाशिका गीत चरितो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी बाबा तुम्हें जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी बाबा तुम्हें जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Jai Jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you. మొత్తానికి అయితే మాధవాస్ రాక్ బ్యాండ్ ఇద్దరు మంచి, దట్ ఆల్సో వెరీ నైస్ ట్యూన్.
వెరీ బాగా నచ్చింది ప్రభుజీ. అది
నైస్ మ్యూజిక్ ఆల్సో దేర్. వెరీ గుడ్. Thank you so much. Read the translation, mother and daughter. Read for.
Yes, Prabhuji. అది read.
On the shore of the great ocean, within the large palace at top of the brilliant golden Neelachala hill, Lord Jagannath resides with his powerful brother Balabhadra and his sister Subhadra, who sits between them. May the Jagannath Swami, who bestows the opportunity of devotional service upon all godly souls, be the object of my wishes.
Lord Jagannatha is an ocean of mercy and as beautiful as a row of blackish rain clouds. He is the storehouse of bliss for Lakshmi and Saraswati, and his face resembles a spotless, full-blown lotus. The best of demigods and sages worship him, and the Upanishads sing his glories. May that Jagannatha Swami be the object of my vision.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Thank you. Adi Haribo. Very nice. Neelachal Hill. So let us recite one more time. ఒక్కొక్కసారి చేద్దాం ఇది. Today we'll learn this one also. And Subhadram Arani prayers. So we'll all recite together, okay na? కలిసి చేద్దామా? అందరం కలిసి చేద్దాం, right? చేద్దామా? హరిబో.
హరిబోల్ కృష్ణ.
Yes, will do.
నీలాచల నివాసాయ
Atmane, Balabhadra,
సుభద్రాయ జగన్నాథాయ నమః.
రెండు సార్లు వేద్దాం మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి. నీలాచల నివాస
Subhadra, Nityaya,
परमात्मने भद्रा सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय नित्ये नमः।
देवदेव जगन्नाथ
प्रपन्नाति विनाशना
पतितं
पतितं भवसागरे
देवदेव जगन्नाथ
प्रपन्नाति इमां पुण्डरीकाक्षा पतितं भवसागरे
नमस्ते जगदाधारा
नमस्ते सुभद्रा जगतात्मन्नमोस्तुते कैवल्यात्रिगुणातीता
नार्जना नमोस्तुते नमस्ते
जगदाधारा जगतात्मन्नमोस्तुते कैवल्यात्रिगुणातीता गुणार्जना नमोस्तुते
ओके करुणामृता पातो
सुदाम्ने नमः नमो नमः दीनोद्धारिक गुह्याय कृपापतो
करुणामृता पातो
पातो सुदाम्ने नमो नमः दीनोद्धारक गुह्याय कृपापातोदये नमः
परित्राहि जगन्नाथ दीनबन्धो नमोस्तुते
नमोस्तुते निस्तीनो भवं बोधिं प्राप्य त्वां सुखम्
परित्राहि जगन्नाथ
दीनबन्धो नमोस्तुते निस्तीनोऽहं भवं बोधिं प्राप्य त्वां सुखम्
हरे कृष्ण हरे
कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे.
Today we'll learn this one. Namaste Haladgrama. Namaste Musalaj. Namaste Revati Kanta. Namaste Bhaktavatsala. Namaste Baladevan prayer, okay? Namaste Balinam Sreshta. Namaste Dharani Dhara. Pralambare Namaste Stu Trahimam Krishna Purvaja. Sachinandana Purvaja Manam Veradana Krishna Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. So Sanskrit words are very beautiful, right? So if we know Sanskrit, we can write nice prayers for our own personal prayers, you know. That is the beauty of Sanskrit. So when I see Krishna Purvaja yesterday, I was remembering, like, you know, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's composition. Sachinandana Purvaja. Very nice. So let us recite. Same tunes. One line, 2 lines, and all 4 lines. This is from Brahma Purana. From Brahma Purana, it's called Balarama Pranama. Especially given, like, you know, where, which chapter, which verses. So that is the beauty of references. So we are practicing Bhakti Yoga, not speculative or mundane thing. Everything Prabhupada quoted in his purport is a perfect example. Like, you know, where are we referring and what are we referring? Why we refer? Because to enhance our practice. Right. Namaste Haladgrama. Repeat after me.
नमस्ते हलद्ग्रामा
Namaste Musalayudha.
नमस्ते मुक्तायुधा
नमस्ते रेवती कांता
नमस्ते रेवती कांता
नमस्ते भक्तवत्सला.
नमस्ते
भक्तवत्सला.
Actually, these are the pictures from during procession only. A long time back, some previous years. Nice meditation. So one more time, one more line, Jidam, okay? Namaste Haladgrama,
नमस्ते हलद्ग्राम.
Namaste Mushalayuda,
नमस्ते चलायुधा.
Namaste Revati Kanta,
नमस्ते रेवती कांता.
Namaste Bhaktavatsala.
नमस्ते भक्तवत्सला.
Two lines together. Namaste Haladgrama, Namaste Mushalayuda,
नमस्ते
नमस्ते हलद्ग्राम. नमस्ते मुसलायुधा.
Namaste Revati Kanta, Namaste Bhaktavatsala.
नमस्ते रेवती कांता. नमस्ते भक्तवत्सला.
One more time. Namaste Haladgrama, Namaste Mushalayuda,
नमस्ते हलद्ग्राम. नमस्ते मुसलायुधा.
Namaste Revati Kanta, Namaste Bhaktavatsala.
नमस्ते रेवती कांता. नमस्ते भक्तवत्सला.
Four lines. Namaste Haladgrama, Namaste Mushalayuda, Namaste Revati Kanta, Namaste Bhaktavatsala.
नमस्ते हलद्ग्राम. नमस्ते मुसलायुधा. नमस्ते रेवती कांता. नमस्ते भक्तवत्सला.
So, Lavanya, Raj Prabhu, ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఏం పేరు? Yeah.
चैन माताजी.
नमस्ते हलद्ग्रामा नमस्ते मुशलायुधा नमस्ते रेवती कांता नमस्ते भक्तवत्सला
नमस्ते हलद्ग्राम. नमस्ते मुसलायुधा. नमस्ते रेवती कांता. नमस्ते भक्तवत्सला.
Obeisances to you, O holder of the plow. Obeisances to you, O wielder of the mace. Obeisances to you, O darling of Revati. Obeisances to you, O kind benefactor of your devotees. So Lord's paraphernalia we see in the songs, right? Describing Lord's paraphernalia, what he is holding, what he is, no? So that also nice meditation. So Baladevudu ఏమేమి పట్టుకున్నాడు చెప్పండి ప్రభు, మీ ఇంట్లో డైటీస్ చూసి చెప్పండి.
అది గద ఉంటది. గద ఒకటి అది హల్ హల్ ప్రభుజీ నాగలి.
ప్లవ్, ఓకే, రైట్. ఓకే, సో ఇంకోటి చేద్దాం. ఇది నమస్తే బలినాం శ్రేష్ఠ,
नमस्ते बलिनाम श्रेष्ठा
నమస్తే ధరణీధర,
नमस्ते धरनीधर.
ప్రలంబారే నమస్తేస్తు,
प्रलंबारे नमस्तेस्तु.
త్రాహి మాం కృష్ణ పూర్వజ.
कृष्ण पूर्वज.
నమస్తే బలినాం శ్రేష్ఠ,
नमस्ते
ते बलिनाम श्रेष्ठ.
నమస్తే ధరణీధర,
नमस्ते धरणीधर.
ప్రలంబారే నమస్తేస్తు,
प्रलंबारे नमस्तेस्तु.
త్రాహి మాం కృష్ణ పూర్వజ.
त्राहि मां
कृष्ण पूर्वज.
Yeah, two lines together and then namaste, namaste balinam shrestha, namaste dharanidhara,
नमस्ते बलिनाम
हम श्रेष्ठ. नमस्ते
नमस्ते
धरणीधर.
धरनीधर. नमस्ते प्रलंबार.
namaste stu trahi mam krishna purvaja.
प्रलंबारे
नमस्तेस्तु
नमस्तेस्तु.
त्राहि
त्राहि
कृष्ण
मां कृष्ण
पूर्वज.
पूर्वजा.
One more time. Namaste balinam shrestha, namaste dharanidhara, pralambare namaste stu trahi mam krishna purvaja.
नमस्ते
नमस्ते
बलिनाम
बलिनाम श्रेष्ठ. नमस्ते
नमस्ते
धरनीधर.
नमस्ते त्राहि मां कृष्ण पूर्वजा
Four lines together. Namaste balinam shrestha, namaste dharanidhara, pralambare namaste stu trahi mam krishna purvaja.
नमस्ते बलिनाम श्रेष्ठ. नमस्ते धरणीधर. प्रलंबारे नमस्तेस्तु त्राहि मां कृष्ण पूर्वज.
Nice. So చేయండి రాజు ప్రభు శిరీష మొదటి లావణ్య. Go ahead.
Yeah. नमस्ते बलिनाम श्रेष्ठ. नमस्ते धरणीधर. प्रलंबारे नमस्तेस्तु त्राहि मां कृष्ण पूर्वज.
नमस्ते बलिनाम श्रेष्ठ नमस्ते धरणीधर प्रलंबारे नमस्तेस्तु त्राहि मां कृष्ण पूर्वजा
नमस्ते बलिनां श्रेष्ठा नमस्ते धरणीधरा प्रलम्बारे नमस्तेस्तु त्राहि मां कृष्णपूर्वजा.
Wonderful. So, Krishna Purvaja. Meaning, reading, anybody read? Meaning?
Yeah. Obeisances to you, O best of the strong, obeisances to you, O super holder of the earth, obeisances to you, O enemy of Pralamba. Please protect me, older brother of Krishna.
Krishna. Elder brother, older brother, Hari. So nice. So,
Prabhuji, adi halagramana, halagrayana, Prabhuji. adi? First,
ఎక్కడ ఉంది?
namaste stu halagrama.
హలద్ గ్రామ గ్రామ
Gramana, halagrayana.
కా ಮತ್ತೆ హలద్ గ్రామ
Halagra.
గ్రామ.
Okay.
Okay, so yesterday we have done with Jagannatha Swami prayer, Pranam mantras, and this is for Baldev. Tomorrow we'll learn Subhadra Maharani. Okay, so there is some stories also we'll read anyway. Okay, today is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's disappearance day. We all know, right? One line, just read, and then we'll continue with our Bhagavatam recitation readings. Anybody read this particular,
Yeah, I'll read Prabhuji. ఇది హైలైట్ చేసిందా Prabhuji?
Huh?
హైలైట్ చేసిందా Prabhuji?
Highlight చేసింది.
Yeah, Guru means knows the signs of Krishna. So this Bhakti Vinod Thakura was Grihastha, very responsible officer, magistrate, and he was so exalted that he would come from his office generally at 5 o'clock, then he'd take his supper and immediately go to bed. Immediately. Immediately. Say at 7 o'clock in the evening, he goes to bed and wakes up at 12 o'clock. So suppose he goes to bed at 7 o'clock in the evening and wakes up at 2 o'clock night, it is sufficient sleep, 5 hours. One should not sleep more than 5 to 6 hours. Minimize as far as possible.
This is one of Prabhupada's lecture actually, if you see that is ISKCON Desiratory article, one of the lecture in Appearance Day lecture by Srila Prabhupada. He was 1969, very old, in the beginning of, ISKCON years. So, and his schedule also nicely mentioned, what he eat. He is an exemplary grihastha as well as guru. Guru can be in any ashram actually, Guru can be Guru, not only sannyasi, Guru or brahmachari. Brahmachari and directly Vanaprastha then sannyasi. Brahmachari to sannyasi, no. Guru can be, so whoever knows the science of Krishna, they can become Guru. Prabhupada, right? And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that. What is that verse? Anybody? Say Guru, say Tattva. What is that? What is that? Anybody? Remember that one? Nice verse, huh? Let us see. Say Guru, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yei Krishna Tattvaveta, say Guru Haya. Very nice verse, huh? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings. If you want to become a guru, just, why not? Very nice to be situated. But first, we know the signs of Krishna. Prabhupada writes, signs of Krishna. Let me share that particular verse.
The time I paid already.
Okay, now, this is the one. Kiba Vipra Kibanyasi Shudra Kena Naya, Yei Krishna Tattvaveta, say Guru Haya. Whether one is Brahmana, Sannyasi, or a Shudra, regardless of what he is, he can become a spiritual master if he knows the signs of Krishna. If he can become a spiritual master if he knows the signs of Krishna. Krishna Tattvaveta. Prabhupada writes, Krishna Tattvaveta, knower of the signs of Krishna. Intricacies and complete understanding of, who is Krishna, what is Krishna, what he does, how to please, everything. Brahmana, Sannyasa, who is teaching? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings. Kiba Vipra, Kiba Nyasi, Shudra Kenanaya, Ye Krishna, Taptaveta, Say Guru. Why I am referring? Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur is a grihastha and his householder life. He's leading his householder life. Children, so many children, number I forgot. Still he has. That's why it's called Seventh Goswami. In our parampara, we call him as Seventh Goswami. Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai. So his schedule also very nice. Huh? What he eats. Devotees, I mean, there is a nice website also. All the teachings of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Something, some library. Other Gaudiya Vaishnava institutions managing. Very nice. That is also there for reference. Anything to read more about Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Something institute there. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Institute. Some devotees maintaining. Now the other parampara, other Gaudiya Vaishnava parampara only. Bhakti Institute. You see, let me share. You are able to see, right? Correct. Okay, right? Yeah. So Bhakti Vidnoda Institute, continuing to spread the message and teachings of Bhaktivinoda. More about so many books, so many writings, so many historical evidences. What he has written. Everything is there. Bhakti Vinoda Institute is also very authenticated one, but it's not from our ISKCON, but other Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya devotees they are maintaining. Very good. Thank you so much. So we will continue. 14 children. Lavanya found out 14 children he had. One of the great children, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Is a Guru of Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so that's what it is. Today, Bhaktivinoda Thakur disappearance day, fasting till now, as per our Vaishnava calendar. So, possible you can manage with that. We will continue from our Bhagavatam readings. Okay. So, where we stopped yesterday, did you put any note? Hare Krishna Lavanya.
Actually, sorry, I didn't make the note.
And then suggest the landing.
చూడండి లాస్ట్ లో పెట్టండి అది
ఏది
అది నిన్నటిది చూపించండి. ఐ మీన్ 331 టీచింగ్స్. సారీ శతావరి, అది సారీ షటారి అని ఉంది. లైక్ ద ఎయిర్ విచ్ ప్రొపెల్స్ ద బేబీ ఫ్రమ్ ద వూమ్. సో 21
దాని తర్వాత 3-4 చదివినాము.
ఓకే.
34. Where are we?
34 మాతాజీ 34 వరకు చదివామా?
ఒక షటారి తర్వాత 3-4 చదివినాం మాతాజీ, అట్లా గుర్తుంది.
ఆ నెంబర్ చెప్పండి చూస్తే.
21 అయితే షటారిది ఉంది కదా, షటారి 21 ఉంది. 23, 24 అనుకుంటా.
ఒకసారి అది ఓపెన్ చేయరా, నేను చూస్తాను.
చూస్తాను ఇక్కడ. More clear, we have this one, no? 23 done. 22. 25. You connected from laptop? Huh?
చార్జర్ దొరకట్లేదు అంటే నేను
I can manage.
Today you can manage. Tomorrow I'll.
26 onwards, Prabhu, we need to read. Let me share here. 26 onwards. Yeah, you can manage. Yeah, Prabhu, you want to manage? You want to run?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Drop Shirisha, Prabhu.
నేను వెళ్తా, శిరీష కూర్చుంటా ఒక 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay. 26. Okay. 26. Yeah, I will read one or two, then I'll continue.
Yeah, Prabhuji, start.
Translation, purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, 31st chapter. What is the chapter entitled as? The Lord Kapila's instructions on the movements of the living entities. Very nice chapter. Let me read. Laid down on a foul bed infested with sweat and germs, the poor child is incapable of scratching his body to get relief from his itching sensation, to say nothing of sitting up, standing, or even moving. Purport. It should be noted that the child is born crying and suffering. After birth, the same suffering continues, and he cries because he is disturbed by the germs in his foul bed, which is contaminated by his urine and stool. The poor child continues to cry. He is unable to take any remedial measure for his relief. Text 27. So problem, why how birth also suffering. In the mother's womb, బయటికి రానప్పుడు ఏం జరుగుతుంది, లోపల ఏం జరుగుతుంది అనేది. Text 27. In his helpless condition, gnats, mosquitoes, bugs, and other germs bite the baby, whose skin is tender, just as smaller worms bite a big worm. The child, deprived of his wisdom, cries bitterly. Purport: the word Vigata Jnanam means that the spiritual knowledge which the child developed in the abdomen is already lost to the spell of Maya. Owing to various kinds of disturbances and to being out of the abdomen, the child cannot remember what he was thinking of for his salvation. It is assumed that even if a person acquires some spiritually uplifting knowledge, circumstantially he is prone to forget it. Not only children but also elderly persons should be very careful to protect their sense of Krishna consciousness and avoid unfavorable circumstances so that they may not forget their prime duty. One more, text 28. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada. In this way, the child passes through his childhood, suffering different kinds of distress, and attains boyhood. In boyhood also, he suffers pain over desires to get things he can never achieve, and thus, due to ignorance, he becomes angry and sorry. From purport, from birth to the end of 5 years of age is called childhood. After 5 years up to the end of 15th year is called Pauganda. At 16 years of age, youth begins. The distresses of childhood are already explained, but when the child attains boyhood, he is enrolled in a school which he does not like. He wants to play, but he is forced to go to school and study and take responsibility for passing examinations. Another kind of distress is that he wants to get some things with which to play, but circumstances may be such that he is not able to attain them, and he thus becomes aggrieved and feels pain. In one word, he is unhappy, even in his boyhood, just as he was unhappy in his childhood. What to speak of youth? Boys are apt to create so many artificial demands for playing, and when they do not attain satisfaction, they become furious with anger, and the result is suffering. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for reading. You all continue. Thank you. Yesterday, Raju Prabhu, Sirisha Mataji for joining Nagar Sankirtan. Small way, simple way for distributing pamphlets. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
We could finish 3,000 pamphlets. Haribol.
Happy
Hare
Krishna
Bol.
conscious birthday, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much.
Prabhuji,
You are association.
Prabhuji,
All of
Raj.
you are Prasad Prabhu ki jai. Thank you so much. Your association is gift. Thank you. That is our only birthday gift all the time. Hari Bol. Thank you for joining every day. For all of us benefit, huh? Hare Krishna. You all continue, Mother. Hare Krishna. You manage.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Maybe you forgot the charger in Varangadamba. I'm just doubting. You know,
కిట్
you
అడగలేదు, నిన్నంతా బిజీగా ఉంటే నిన్ను అడగలేదు. సో ఇవాళ ఆల్రెడీ స్కూల్కి వెళ్ళిపోయినరు. సో నేను వచ్చినాక అడుగుతాను ఒకసారి. ఐ విల్ మేక్ ష్యూర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ హియర్ ఆర్ చూడాలి.
okay. Hare Krishna. Continue on. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prasad Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prasad Prabhuji. Chautara. Madhavi Mataji. Chadvan Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji Dandavat. Translation. With the growth of the body, the living entity, in order to vanquish his soul, increases his false prestige and anger, and thereby creates enmity towards similarly lusty people. Purport. In Bhagavad Gita, 3rd chapter, verse 36, Arjuna inquired from Krishna about the cause of a living being's lust. It is said that a living entity is eternal and, as such, qualitatively one with the Supreme Lord. Then what is the reason he falls prey to the material and commits so many sinful activities by the influence of the material energy? In reply to this question, Lord Krishna said that it is lust which causes a living entity to glide down from his exalted position to the abominable condition of material existence. This lust circumstantially changes into anger. Both lust and anger stand on the platform of the mode of passion. Lust is actually the product of the mode of passion, and in the absence of satisfaction of lust, the same desire transforms into anger on the platform of ignorance. When ignorance covers the soul, it is the source of its degradation to the most abominable condition of hellish life. To raise oneself from hellish life to the highest position of spiritual understanding is to transform this lust into love of Krishna. Sri Narottama Dasa Thakura, a great acharya of the Vaishnava Sampradaya, said, Kama Krishna Karmarpane. Due to our lust, we want many things for our sense gratification. But the same lust can be transformed in a purified way so that we want everything for the satisfaction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Anger also can be utilized towards a person who is atheistic or who is envious of the personality of Godhead. As we have fallen into this material existence because of our lust and anger, the same two qualities can be utilized for the purpose of advancing in Krishna consciousness, and one can elevate himself again to his former pure spiritual position. Srila Rupa Goswami has therefore recommended that because in material existence we have so many objects of sense gratification which we need for the maintenance of the body, we should use all of them without attachment for the purpose of satisfying the senses of Krishna. That is actual renunciation. Okay. Translation. By such ignorance, the living entity accepts the material body, which is made of 5 elements, as himself. With this misunderstanding, he accepts non-permanent things as his own and increases his ignorance in the darkest region. Purport. The expansion of ignorance is explained in this verse. The first ignorance is to identify one's material body, which is made of 5 elements, as the self, and the second is to accept something as one's own due to a bodily connection. In this way, the ignorance expands. The living entity is eternal, but because of his accepting non-permanent things, misidentifying his interest, he is put into ignorance, and therefore he suffers material pangs.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you. Prasad Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji Dandavat.
Prabhuji, you're able to read, Prabhuji?
Yes.
Yeah, please continue.
Okay. Translation. By Srila Prabhupada ki jai. For the sake of the body, okay, which is a source of constant trouble to him and which follows him because he bound by ties of ignorance and fruitive activities. He performs various actions which cause him to be subjected to repeated birth and death. Purport. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that one has to work to satisfy Yajna or Vishnu. For any work done without the purpose of satisfying the Supreme Person of the Godhead is cause of bondage. In the conditioned stage, a living entity accepting his body as himself forgets his eternal relationship with the Supreme Person of the Godhead and acts on the interest of his body. He takes the body as himself, his bodily expansions as his kinsman, and the land from which his body is born as worshipable. In this way, he performs all sorts of misconceived activities, which led to his personal bondage in repetition of birth and death in various species. In modern civilization, so-called అప్పంటారు బ్రో మాతాజీ చదవమంటారు.
చదవండి ప్రభు కంటిన్యూ.
In modern civilization, so-called social, national, and government leaders mislead people more and more under the bodily conception of life, with the result that all leaders with their followers are gliding down to hellish conditions birth after birth. An example is given. An example is given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. Andha yathandhe upaniya manaha. When a blind man leads several other blind men, the result is that all of them fall down in a ditch. This is actually happening. There are many leaders to lead the ignorant public, but because every one of them is bewildered by bodily conception of life, there is no peace and prosperity in human society. So-called yogis who perform various bodily feasts are also same category as such ignorant people because the hatha yoga system is especially recommended for the persons who are grossly implicated in the bodily conception. The conclusion is that as long as one is fixed in the bodily conception, he has to suffer birth and death. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Sandhya Mataji, are you available to read?
హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ దండవత్ ప్రణామ్.
చదువుతారా?
ఎస్ ప్రభుజీ.
టెక్స్ట్ యా చదవండి.
Translation and purpose to Anchor Sesi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. If therefore the living entity again associates with the path of unrighteousness influenced by sensually minded people engaged in the pursuit of sexual enjoyment and the gratification of the palate, he again goes to hell as before. Purport, it has been explained that the conditioned soul is put into the Andha Tamishra and the Tamishra hellish conditions, and after suffering there he gets a hellish body like the dogs or hawks. After several such births, he again comes into the form of a human being. How the human being is born is also described by Kapiladeva. The human being develops in the mother's abdomen and suffers there and comes out again. After all the sufferings, if he gets another chance in a human body and wastes his valuable time in the association of persons who are concerned with the sexual life and palatable dishes, then naturally he again glides down to the same Andha Tamishra and Tamishra hells. Generally, people are concerned with the satisfaction of the tongue and satisfaction of the genitals. That is material life. Material life means eat, drink, be merry, and enjoy with no concern for understanding one's spiritual identity and the process of spiritual advancement. Since materialistic people are concerned with the tongue, belly, and genitals, if anyone wants to advance in spiritual life, he must be very careful about associating with such people. To associate with such materialistic men is to commit purposeful suicide in the human form of life. It is said, therefore, that an intelligent man should give up such undesirable association and should always mix with saintly persons. When he is in association with saintly persons, all his doubts about the spiritual expansion of life are eradicated, and he makes tangible progress on the path of spiritual understanding. It is also sometimes found that people are very much addicted to a particular type of religious faith. Hindus, Muslims, and Christians are faithful in their particular type of religion, and they go to the church, temple, or mosque. But unfortunately, they cannot give up the association of person who are too much addicted to the sex life and satisfaction of the palate. Here it is clearly said that one may officially be a very religious man, but if he associates with such persons, then he's sure to slide down to the dark region of hell.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much.
Lavanya Mataji, are you there? Oh,
Yes, Prabhuji.
Sarvan Mataji.
Can I read?
Yeah.
Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. He becomes devoid of truthfulness, cleanliness, mercy, gravity, spiritual intelligence, shyness, austerity, fame, forgiveness, control of the mind, control of the senses, fortune, and all such opportunities. Purport. Those who are addicted to sex life cannot understand the purpose of the absolute truth, nor they can be clean in their habits, not to mention showing mercy to others. They cannot remain grave and they have no interest in the ultimate goal of life. They cannot remain grave and they do not have interest in the ultimate goal of life. The ultimate goal of life is Krishna or Vishnu. But those who are addicted to sex life cannot understand that their ultimate interest is Krishna consciousness. Such people have no sense of decency, and even in public streets or public parks, they embrace each other just like cats and dogs and pass it off in the name of lovemaking. Such unfortunate creatures can never become materially prosperous. Behavior like that of cats and dogs keeps them in the position of cats and dogs. They cannot improve any material condition, not to speak of becoming famous. Such foolish persons may even make a show of so called yoga, but they are unable to control the senses and mind, which is the real purpose of yoga practice. Such people can have no opulence in their lives. In a word, they are very unfortunate. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. Ammu chadutava?
Hare Krishna. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. One should not associate with a coarse fool who is barefoot of the knowledge of self-realization and who is no more than a dancing dog in the hands of a man. Perfect. The restriction of association with such a foolish person is especially meant for those who are in the lane of advancement in Krishna consciousness. Advancement in Krishna consciousness involves developing the qualities of truthfulness, cleanliness, mercy, gravity, intelligence, and spiritual knowledge, simplicity, material opulence, fame, forgiveness, and control of the mind and the senses. All these qualities are to be manifested with the progress of Krishna consciousness. But if one associates with a Shudra, a foolish person who is like a dancing dog in the hands of a woman, then he cannot make any progress. Lord Chaitanya has advised that any person who is engaged in Krishna consciousness and who desire to pass behind material nescience must not associate himself with women or with persons interested in material enjoyment. For a person seeking advancement in Krishna consciousness, such association is more dangerous than suicide. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, what is it? For a person seeking advancement in Krishna consciousness, such association is okay. Seeking advancement in Krishna.
ఎవరైతే వరల్డీ అటాచ్మెంట్ ఉండి ఈ లస్టీ అటాచ్మెంట్ ఉండి వాళ్ళతోని అసోసియేషన్ చేస్తే దట్ ఈస్ డేంజరస్ సూసైడ్ అంట. అంటే వీ హ్యావ్ టు అవాయిడ్ వాట్ ఎవర్ ఫేవరబుల్ టు కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు యాక్సెప్ట్ అండ్ ఆల్ అదర్ థింగ్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రిజెక్ట్. అది
ట్రాన్స్లేషన్.
The infatuation and bondage which occur to a man from attachment to any other object is not as complete as that resulting from attachment to a woman or to the fellowship of men who are fond of women. Purport. Attachment to women is so contaminating that one becomes attached to the condition of material life not only by the association of women but by the contaminated association of persons who are too attached to them. There are many reasons for our conditioned life in the material world, but the topmost of all such causes is the association of women, as will be confirmed in the following stanzas. In Kali Yuga, association with women is very strong. In every step of life, there is association with women. If a person goes to purchase something, the advertisements are full of pictures of women. The physiological attraction for women is very great, and therefore people are very slack in spiritual understanding. The Vedic civilization, being based on spiritual understanding, arranges association with women very courteously.
Cautiously. Very cautious.
Out of the four social divisions, the members of the first order, namely Brahmacharya, the third order Vanaprastha, and the fourth order Sannyasa, are strictly prohibited from female association. Only in one order, the householder is their license to mix with women under restricted conditions. In other words, attraction for women's association is the cause of the material condition life, and anyone interested in being freed from this conditional life must detach himself from the association of women.
Thank you. Hare Krishna, Madhavi Mataji, ఒకసారి నేను చదువుతాను మొత్తం చదివినట్టు. Translation. At the sight of his own daughter, Brahma was bewildered by her charm and shamelessly ran up to her in the form of a stage when she took the form of a hind. Purport. Lord Brahma's being captivated by charms of his daughter and Lord Shiva being captivated by the Mohini form of the Lord are specific instances which instruct us that even a great demigods like Brahma or Lord Shiva, what to speak of the ordinary conditioned souls, are captivated by the beauty of women. Therefore, everyone is advised that one should not freely mix even with the one's daughter, mother, or sister because of the sense are so strong that when one becomes infatuated, the senses do not consider the relationship of daughter, mother, sister. It is the best, therefore, to practice controlling the senses by performing Bhakti Yoga, engaging in the service of Madana Mohana. Lord Krishna's name Madana Mohana, for he can subdue the god Cupid or lust. Only by engaging in the service of Madana Mohana can one curb the dictates of Madana Cupid. Otherwise, attempts to control the senses will fail. Translation. Among us, all kinds of living entities begotten by Brahma, namely men, demigods, and animals, none but the sage Narayana is immune to the attraction of Maya in the form of women. But the first living creature is Brahma himself, and from him were created sages like Maharishi, who in their turn created Kashyapa Muni and others. And Kashyapa Muni and the Manus created different demigods and human beings, etc. But there is none among them who is not attracted by the spell of Maya in the form of woman. Throughout the entire material world, beginning from Brahma down to the small, insignificant creature like ant, everyone is attracted by sex life. That is the basic principle of the material world. Lord Brahma being attracted by his daughter is the vivid example that no one is attempt from sexual attraction to woman. Therefore, woman is the wonderful creation of Maya to keep conditioned souls in shackles. Hare Krishna, Madhavi Mataji, Chautara.
Yes, Prabhuji. Translation. Just try to understand the mighty strength of my Maya in the shape of woman, who by the mere movement of her eyebrows can keep even the greatest conquerors of the world under her grip. Purport. There are many instances in the history of the world of a great conquerors being captivated by the charms of a Cleopatra. One has to study the captivating potency of women and man's attraction for that potency. From what source was this generated? According to Vedanta Sutra, we can understand that everything is generated from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is enunciated there, Janmadasya Yata. This means that the Supreme Personality of Godhead or the Supreme Person, Brahman, the Absolute Truth, is the source from whom everything emanates. The captivating power of woman and man's susceptibility to such attraction must also exist in the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the spiritual world and must be represented in the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. The Lord is the Supreme Person, the Supreme Male. As a common male wants to be attracted by a female, that propensity similarly exists in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He also wants to be attracted by the beautiful features of a woman. Now the question is, if he wants to be captivated by such womanly attraction, would he be attracted by any material woman? It's not possible. Even persons who are in this material existence can give up womanly attraction if they are attracted by the Supreme Brahman. Such was the case with Haridasa Thakura. A beautiful prostitute tried to attract him in the dead of night, but since he was situated in devotional service, in transcendental love of Godhead, Haridasa Thakura was not captivated. Rather, he turned the prostitute into a great devotee by his transcendental association. Therefore, this material attraction certainly can't attract the Supreme Lord. When he wants to be attracted by a woman, he has to create such a woman from his own energy. That woman is Radharani. It is explained by the Goswamis that Radharani is the manifestation of the pleasure potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When the Supreme Lord wants to derive transcendental pleasure, he has to create a woman from his internal potency. Thus, the tendency to be attracted by womanly beauty is natural because it exists in the spiritual world. In the material world, it is reflected pervertedly, and therefore there are so many inebrities. Instead of being attracted by material beauty, if one is accustomed to being attracted by the beauty of Radharani and Krishna, then the statement of Bhagavad Gita, Param Drishva Nivartate, holds true. When one is attracted by the transcendental beauty of Radha and Krishna, he is no longer attracted by material feminine beauty. That is the special significance of Radha Krishna worship. That is testified to by Yamunacharya. He says, since I have become attracted by the beauty of Radha and Krishna, when there is attraction for a woman or a memory of sex life with a woman, I at once spit on it and my face turns in disgust. When we are attracted by Madan Mohana and the beauty of Krishna and his consorts, then the shackles of conditioned life, namely the beauty of a material woman, can't attract us. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. హరే కృష్ణ సంధ్య మాతాజీ చదువుతారా
నన్నేనా ప్రభుజీ?
మీరే
Yeah.
చదువు.
Translation and puppet by is doing grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation: one who aspires to reach the culmination of yoga and has realized his self by rendering service unto me should never associate with an attractive woman, for such a woman is declared in the scriptures to be the gateway to hell for the advancing devotee. Purport: the culmination of yoga is full Krishna consciousness. This is affirmed in Bhagavad Gita. A person who is always thinking of Krishna in devotion is the topmost of all yogis. And in the second chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is also stated that when one becomes freed from material contamination by rendering devotional service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he can at that time understand the signs of God. Here the word Pratilabdhatma labha occurs. Atma means self and labha means again. Generally, conditioned souls have lost their Atma or self, but those who are transcendentalists have realized the self. It is directed that such a self-realized soul who aspires to be the topmost platform of yogic perfection should not associate with young women. In the modern age, however, there are so many rascals who recommend that while one has genitals He could enjoy women as such, as much as he likes, and at the same time, he can become a yogi. In no standard yoga system is the association of women accepted. It is clearly stated here that the association of women is the gateway to hellish life. The association of women is very much restricted in the Vedic civilization. Out of the 4 social divisions, the Brahmachari, Vanaprastha, and Sannyasi, 3 orders are strictly prohibited from the association of women. Only the Grihasthas or householders are given the license to have an intimate relationship with the women, and that relationship is also restricted for begetting nice children. If, however, one wants to stick to continued existence in the material world, he may indulge in female association unrestrictedly. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Lavani Mata చదువుతారా?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
చదవండి.
Translation and purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The women created by the Lord is a representation of the Maya, and one who associates with such Maya by accepting services must certainly know that this is the way of death, just like a blind well covered with grass. Purport. Sometimes it happens that a rejected well is covered by grass, and unwary traveler who doesn't know of the existence of the well falls down and his death is assured. Similarly, association with a woman begins when one accepts service from her, because women is especially created by the Lord to give service to man. By accepting her service, a man is entrapped. If he is not intelligent enough to know that she is the gateway to hellish life, he may indulge in her association very liberally. This is restricted for those who aspire to ascend to the transcendental platform. Even 50 years ago in Hindu society, such association was restricted. A wife could not see her husband during the daytime. Householders even had different residential quarters. The internal quarter of a residential house were of the women, and the external quarters were for the men. Acceptance of service rendered by women may appear very pleasing, but one should be very cautious in accepting such service, because it is clearly said that women is a gateway to the death or forgetfulness of oneself. She blocks the path of spiritual realization. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mata. Can we stop here, Mata? Stop here.
Yes, Prabhuji.
We need to read from here.
Shloka, yeah. Ambarisha Maharaj.
Need to read from 41, Mataji, tomorrow.
Yes, Prabhuji. You can post in the group.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
I want to recite, huh? Then I will continue. I want to recite and go. Thank you. Savai mana Krishna padara vindayor vajamsi vaikuntha gunanu varnane karau harer mandiramarjanadishu shrutim chakarachyuta satkatudaye.
ప్రభుజీ మీరు స్లైడ్ చేసినట్టున్నారు కదా ప్రభుజీ, ఇది స్లైడ్ లో పెట్టారు కదా?
పెట్టాను, బట్ I will share that. It's okay later. So నడవనియండి కదా.
ఓకే ఓకే.
ముకుందలింగాలయ దర్శనే దృశౌ తద్భృత్య గాత్రా స్పర్శేంగ సంగమం గ్రానం చ తత్పాద సరోజ సౌరభే శ్రీమత్తులస్యా రసనాం తదార్పితే పాదౌ హరే క్షేత్ర పదానుసర్పణే క్షీరో హృషీకేశ పదాభివందనే కామం చ దాస్యేన తు కామకామ్యయా యతోత్తమ శ్లోక జనాశ్రయ రతి. ఒకటే శ్లోక షేర్ చేస్తారంటారా? పంపిస్తాను. హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభు. ఐ విల్ షేర్ రైట్ అవే. యూ కెన్ షేర్ దట్ వన్. ఒకటి దాంట్లో చేయొచ్చు. ఓకే, ఐఎమ్ షేరింగ్ నౌ.
I'll also recite, Prabhuji. I need to go to invite VIPs here, so I'll recite and I'll leave.
Yeah, okay. Recite, Mataji.
तवै मनः कृष्ण पदारविन्दयोः वाचां शिवैकुण्ठगुणानुवर्णने करौ हरिर्मन्दिरमाजनादिषु श्रुतिं चकाराच्युतसत्कतोदये मुकुन्दलिङ्गालय दर्शने दृशौ तद्भृत्य स्पर्शेऽङ्गसङ्गमम् ग्रानं च तत्पादसरोजसौरभे श्रीमत्तुलस्यारसनां तदर्पिते पादौ हरे क्षेत्रपदानुसर्पणे शिरो ऋषिकेशपदाभिवन्दने कामं च दासेन तु कामकामया यतोत्तमश्लोकजनाश्रयारति. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, next, whoever want to do, they can do.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, please do, Mataji.
Savai mana Krishna padaravindhayo vachamsi vaikunta gunanuvarnane karau harir mandiramarjanadishu shrutim chakarachyuta satkatodhaye mukundalingalaya darshane drishau tadpritya gatra sparshenga sangamam ग्रानां च तत्पादसरोजसौरभे श्रीमत्तुलस्यारसनां तदर्पिते पादौ हरे क्षेत्रपदानुसर्पणे शिरो ऋषिकेशपदाभिवन्दने कामं च दास्येन तु कामकाम्यया यथोत्तमश्लोकजनाश्रयारति. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, and happy Krishna conscious birthday, Gizash Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for everything, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Madhav Mataji, can do, Mataji.
Okay, Prabhuji. सवै मन कृष्ण पदारविन्दयो वाचांसि वैकुण्ठगुणानुवर्णने करौ हरेर्मन्दिरमनार्चनादिषु श्रुतिं चकाच्युता सत्कतोदये मुकुन्दलिङ्गालय दर्शने दृशो तद्भृत्य गात्रा स्पर्शेऽङ्गसङ्गमम् ग्रानं च तत्पादसरोजसौरभे श्रीमत्तुलस्या रसनं तदर्पिते पादौ हरे क्षेत्रपदानुसर्पणे शिरो हृषिकेशपदाभिवन्दने कामं च दास्येन तु कामकामया यतोत्तमश्लोकजनाश्रयारते. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Krishna. Who wants to? Prasad Prabhuji, hearing moda Prabhuji, Miru?
ప్రభుజీ మీరు చదవండి ప్రభు, మీరు చదివిన తర్వాత నేను చదువుతాను.
Yeah. Amu chestava?
అది పంపించాను ప్రభు మీకు.
Okay.
గ్రూప్.
वै मन कृष्ण पदारविन्दयो वाशांसि वैकुण्ठगुणानुवर्णने करौ हरेर्मन्दिरमर्जनादिषु श्रुतिं चकाराच्युतसत्कतोदये मुकुन्दलिङ्गालय दर्शने दृशो तद्भृत्य गात्रा स्पर्शेऽङ्गसङ्गमम् ग्रानं च तत्पादसरोजसौरभे श्रीमत्तुलस्यारसनं तदार्पिते पादौ हरिर्क्षेत्रपदानुसर्पणे शिरो ऋषिकेशपदाभिवन्दने कामं च दासेन तु कामकाम्यया यतोत्तमश्लोकजनाश्रयारति. हरे कृष्ण. श्रुति प्रिया माताजी.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Please recite Mataji. Hare Krishna.
स वै मनः कृष्णपदारविन्दयोर्वाचांसि वैकुण्ठगुणानुवर्णने करौ हरेर्मन्दिरमार्जनादिषु श्रुतिं चकराच्युतसत्कतोदये मुकुन्दलिङ्गालयदर्शने दृशौ तद्भृत्य स्पर्शेऽङ्गसङ्गमम् घ्राणं च तत्पादसरोजसौरभे श्रीमत्तुलस्या रसनां तदर्पिते पादौ हरेर्क्षेत्रपदानुसर्पणे शिरो हृषीकेशपदाभिवन्दने कामं च दास्ये न तु कामकाम्यया यतोत्तमश्लोकजनाश्रया रतिः.
Thank you, Mataji. Anybody say? I'll do. Srimad Bhagavatam 9.4.18 to 20. Sarvaibana Krishna Padaravindayor Vachamsi Vaikunta Gunanuvarnani Karau Harir Mandiramarjanadishu Shrutim Chakarachutasat Katodai Mukundalinga Layadarshanidrishu Tadbrutta Gatra Sparshenga Sangamam Granam cha tatpada saroja saurabhi Srimattulasya rasanam tadarpite Padau hare kshetra padanusarpane Siro rishikesha padabhivandane Kamam cha dasye natu kama kamyaya Yato tamasloka janasrayarati. Prasad Babuji, you can do now.
నేను ట్రై చేస్తాను ప్రభు. మధ్యలో ఒక శ్లోకం నేను ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయలేదు. ఓకే, బట్ ఓకే, ఐ విల్ డూ వాట్ ఎవర్ ఐ కెన్. సవై మన కృష్ణ పదారవిందయో వాచాంసి వైకుంఠ గుణానువర్ణనే కరో హరేర్మందిరమార్జనాదిషు శ్రుతిం చకారాచ్యుత సత్కదోదయే ముకుందలింగాలయ దర్శన దృశో त्रद्युत्यगानस्पर्शेयाङ्गसङ्गमं घ्राणं च तत्पादसरोजसौरभे श्रीमत्तुलस्या रसनां तदर्पते पादौ हरिक्षेत्रपदानुसर्पणे शिरो हृषीकेशपादाभिवन्दने कामं च दास्यो न तु कामकाम्यया यदोत्तमश्लोकजनाश्रयारति. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Send Mataji. Prabhuji, can we conclude, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna, Girish Prabhuji.
Yeah, Prabhu. Dhanavad, Prabhu. Yeah, thank you so much for managing. Huh? Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Send Mataji.
Prabhuji, మీ బర్త్డే నైట్కి వచ్చేసారా ప్రభు, లేకపోతే రేపా?
ఏం ప్రభు?
అయిపోయిందా ప్రభు, అంటే రాత్రికి వచ్చేసారా మీ బర్త్డేకి?
లాస్ట్ 1 వీక్ నుంచి ఇక్కడే ఉన్నాను ప్రభు. మా మదర్ కి కొంచెం ఒక సర్జరీ అయింది, కిడ్నీ సర్జరీ. సో ఐ యామ్ ఇన్ మై హోమ్ టౌన్.
ఓకే, ఇండియాలో ఉన్నారు ఇప్పుడైతే. ఓకే ఓకే.
యా లాస్ట్ వెన్స్డే ఐ కేమ్.
ఓకే,
ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ.
Yeah, we'll pray 3 times, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mahamantra for Girish Prabhuji.
Yeah, yes. Let us pray 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, if possible. Okay. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your association, for your guidance, spiritual advancement.
another 3 times Hare mantra
Okay,
for all of
chestam. Go 3 times. Yes.
for all of Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Ram,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. I definitely pray for you all, beloved deities, Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Govinda, for all of your spiritual well-being. Please pray for us. Keep us in your prayers for our family. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you very much for everything, Prabhu. Yeah. The most
Thank you.
difficult is changing consciousness, Prabhu. You are in that path. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. You are helping us to change our consciousness, Prabhu.
You are very sincere. Since last few months, you are very regular, very committed, joining at 7:30. Before I open the Zoom call, you are there. I'm happy to hear with you chanting, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay. The Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu
Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Srila
Jagadguru
Prabhupada ki jai.
Hitaaya Gaur Hari Premanande, Hari Hari.
Hare Hare.
We are part of one single family under the wonderful guidance and direction of our Leelanand Prabhu and Mataji, Anuradha Mataji. So this group is very special. Remember that. Sorry, I am unable to open the video because I'm in village. That's where. And another thing, so nice. Very happy to see you. 40 Ratha Yatras, year on year increasing. Year on year investment like that. We are very nicely investing nice, so much happiness I am seeing in devotees and all of your congregation. This is a special group in Radhisha Prabhu also. When he come to New York City, he spent 1 week in our temple, Brooklyn temple, and he specifically mentioned that Leelanand Prabhu and all of our group members so nicely preaching. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. We'll as a one team, only one team, pleasing only one our founder Acharya Prabhupada. So automatically all of our Guru Parampara will be pleased. Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Jai.